Fiddler on the roof? Sounds crazy, no? But in our little village of Anatevka, you might say every one of us is a fiddler on the roof, trying to scratch out a pleasant, simple tune without breaking its neck. It isn't easy. You may ask, why do we stay up here if it's so dangerous? We stay because Anatevka is our home. And how do we keep our balance? That I can tell you in a word. Tradition. Our balance for many, many years. Here in Anatevka, we have traditions for everything. How to eat, how to sleep, how to wear clothes. For instance, we always keep our heads covered and always wear a little prayer shawl. And this shows our constant devotion to God. You may ask, how did this tradition start? I'll tell you. I don't know. But it's a tradition. And because of our traditions, everyone knows who he is and what God expects him to do.
Who day and night must scramble for a living, feed a wife and children, say his daily prayers, and who has the right as master of the house to have the final word at home? The Papa! The Papa! Tradition! The Papa!
Rabbi, may I ask you a question?
Certainly, my son.
Is there a proper blessing for the Tsar?
A blessing for the Tsar. Of course. May God bless and keep the Tsar far away from us.
Then there are others in our village. They make a much bigger circle. His Honor the Constable, His Honor the Priest, His Honor many others. We don't bother them, and so far they don't bother us. Of course, there was the time when he sold him a horse, but he delivered a mule. But that's all settled now. Now we live in simple peace and harmony.
It was a horse.
It was a mule.
It was a horse.
It was a mule, I tell you.
know the difference.
I know the
Tradition! Tradition! Without our traditions, our lives would be as shaky as a fiddler on the roof.
My Aaron, may he rest in peace, couldn't give me children. Believe me, he was good as gold, never raised his voice to me. But otherwise, he wasn't much of a man. So what good is it if he never raised his voice? That was the use complaining. Other women enjoy complaining, but not yet. Well, I must prepare my poor Sabbath table. So goodbye, Golda. It was a pleasure talking our hearts out to each other.
Yenta, you said you had news for me.
Oh, I'm losing my head. Of course, the news. It's about Razor Wolf, the butcher. A good man, a fine man, and I don't have to tell you he's well off. But he's lonely. Poor man. After all, a widower. You understand? Of course. To make it short. Out of the whole town, and he has cast his eye on Cycle. My cycle? No, the Tsar's cycle. Of course your cycle.
Such a match for my title. But Debya wants a learned man. He doesn't like Laser.
Fine, so he won't marry him. Laser wants the daughter, not the father. Listen to me, Golda. Send Debya to him. Don't tell him what it's about. Let Laser discuss it himself. You'll win him over. He's a good man. A wealthy man. True? Of course, true. So you'll tell me how it went. And you don't have to thank me, Golda, because aside from my fee, which anyway Laser will pay, it gives me satisfaction to make people happy. What better satisfaction is there? So, goodbye, Golda. And you're welcome.
What did she want, Mama?
What I want you to know, I'll tell you. Finish making the bed.
I wonder if Yenta found a husband for you. I'm not anxious for Yenta to find me a husband. Not unless it's my little Taylor. I didn't ask you. Simon, you're the oldest. They have to make a match for you before they can make one for me. And after her, one for me. So Yenta brings you. Oh, Yenta! Yenta! Well, somebody has to arrange the matches. Young people can't decide these things for themselves. I think someone wonderful, someone interesting, and important. Oh, matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Matchmaker, matchmaker, look for your book. Make me a perfect match. Matchmaker, matchmaker, I'll bring the veil. You bring the groom, slender and pale. Bring me a ring, for I'm longing to be the envy of all I see. For Papa make him a scholar, Mama make him rich as a king. For me, well, I wouldn't call her if he were as handsome as anything. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match. Find me a find, catch me a catch. Night after night in the dark I'm alone. Find me a match of my own. Since when are you interested in a match, Hop? I thought you just had your eye on your books. And you have your eye on the rabbi's son. Why not? We only have one rabbi and he only has one son. Why shouldn't I want the best? Because you're a girl from a poor family. So, whatever Yenta brings you'll take. Right? Of course right! Hopper! Oh, Hopper! I made a match for you. He's handsome! He's young! All right, he's 62! But he's a nice man, a good catch. True! True! I promise you'll be happy. And even if you're not, there's more to life than that. Don't ask me what. Mama, I found him! You'll be a lucky bride. He's handsome, he's tall, and that is from side to side. But he's a nice man, a good catch, right? Right! You heard he has a temper. He'll beat you every night, but only when he's sober. So you're all right. Did you think you'd get a prince? Well, I do the best I can.
Today I am a horse. Oh, dear God. Did you have to make my poor old horse lose his shoe just before the Sabbath? That wasn't nice. It's enough you pick on me. Tevye, bless me with 5 daughters, a life of poverty. What have you got against my horse? You know, sometimes I think when things are too quiet up there, you say to yourself, let's see, what kind of mischief can I play on my friend Tevye?
You're finally here, my breadwinner.
I'll talk to you later.
Where's your horse?
He was invited to the blacksmith's for the Sabbath.
Hurry up, the sun won't wait for you. I have something to say to you.
As the good book says, heal us, O Lord, and we shall be healed. In other words, send us the cure. We've got the sickness already. I'm not really complaining. After all, with your help, I'm starving to death. You made many, many poor people. I realize, of course, it's no shame to be poor. But it's no great honor either. So what would have been so terrible if I had a small fortune? If I were a rich man, all day long I'd pity, but if I were a wealthy man, wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a bitty rich, diddle-diddle man, I'd build a big tall house with room by the dozen right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. There would be one long staircase just going up and one even longer coming down. And one more leading nowhere just for show. I'd fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can. And each loud wang and a bang and a bang and a bang will land like a trumpet on the ear, as if to say here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd pity, but if I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a bitty rich, diddle man, I see my wife, my Yona, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising meals to a heart's delight. I see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Hey, what a happy mood she's in! Screaming at the servants day and night. The most important men in town will come to fall on me. They will ask me to advise them, like a Solomon the wise. If you please, Reptilian, pardon me, Reptilian, posing problems that would cross a rabbi's eyes. And it won't make one bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the synagogue and pray. Maybe have a seat by the eastern wall, and I discuss the holy books with the learned men 7 hours every day. That would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd pity bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan if I were a wealthy man?
You got my order for the Sabbath.
That vodka had a little accident with my horse.
Cynthia, you didn't bring the rabbi's order.
I know, Red Mendel.
Cynthia, you forgot my order for the Sabbath.
Oh, this is bigger news than the plague in Odessa.
Talking about news. Terrible news in the outside world. Terrible.
What is it? What does it say?
In a village called Rezhanka, all the Jews were evicted, forced to leave their homes.
For what reason?
It doesn't say. Maybe the Tsar wanted their land, maybe a plague.
May the Tsar have his own personal plague.
Amen.
Why don't you ever bring us some good news?
I only read it. It was an edict from the authorities.
May the authorities start itching in places that they can't reach.
Amen.
When you curse them, what good does your cursing do? You stand around and curse and chatter and don't do anything. You'll all chatter your way into the grave. Excuse me. You're not from this village. No. Where are you from?
Kia, I was a student in the university.
Oh, the university. Is that where you learn to criticize your elders?
That is where I learned that there is more to life than talk. You should know what's going on in the outside world.
Why should I break my head about the outside world? Let them break their own heads.
He's right. As the good book says, when you spit in the air, it lands in your face. It's nonsense. You can't close your eyes to what's happening in the world. He's right.
He's right and he's right. How can they both be right?
You know you're also right.
Right. He's still wet behind the ears. Good job, Tevye.
Good Sabbath, Tevye.
Tevye, the rabbis order my cheese.
Yes. So, you're from Kiev, Fred. Perchik. You're a newcomer here. As Abraham said, I am a stranger in a strange land.
Moses said that.
Forgive me. As King David put it, I am slow of speech and slow of tongue.
That was also Moses.
For a man with a slow tongue, he talked a lot.
And the cheese!
Yeah, there. Have these.
I have no money, and I'm not a beggar.
Here. It's a blessing for me to give. Very well, for your sake. Thank you. You know it's no crime to be poor.
In this world, it is the rich who are the criminals. Someday their wealth will be ours.
That would be nice. If they would agree, I would agree.
And who will make this miracle come to pass? People. Ordinary people. Like you. Like me. Nonsense.
And until your golden day comes, Red Perchik, how will you live?
By giving lessons to children. Do you have children?
I have 5 daughters.
5.
Daughters.
Girls should learn too. Girls are people. Are radical. I would be willing to teach them. Open their minds to great thoughts.
What great thoughts?
Well, the Bible has many lessons for our times.
I'm a very poor man. Food, the lessons? You'll stay with us for the Sabbath. Of course, we don't eat like kings, but then we don't starve either. As the good book says, when a poor man eats a chicken, one of them is sick.
Where does the book say that?
Well, it doesn't exactly Now, we have a visitor this evening. Red Perchik. This is Red Perchik. Perchik, these are my daughters. This is my eldest. Good Sabbath.
Good Sabbath.
You have a pleasant daughter.
Well, I have 5 pleasant daughters. This is mine, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. This is not mine. Perchik, this is Model Condor. He's our local
You did me a favor and came in.
Now, this is also mine. Don't let. This is Perchik from Kia. He's staying the Sabbath with us. He's a teacher. Would you like to have lessons from him?
I'm really a good teacher. A very good teacher.
I heard once, the rabbi who must praise himself has a congregation of 1.
The doctor has a quick and witty tongue.
The wit she gets from me. As the good book says.
The good book can wait, get washed.
The tongue she gets from her mother.
Pablo, you're also leaving with us? Of course, another blessing. Zeit will 2 more, Sprinter be able to get washed. Zeit will get the table.
Mama can help me.
All right, Kava, you go too. You can wash outside at the well. Tevye, I have something to say to you.
Why should today be different?
Tevye, I have to tell you.
I'm praying.
Laser Wolf wants to see you.
The butcher? About what?
I don't know. Only that he says it is important.
What could be so important? I have nothing for him to slaughter.
After the Sabbath, see him and talk to him.
Talk to him about what? If he thinks he's going to buy my new milk cow, he can forget it.
Tevye, don't be an ox. A man sends an important message. At least you can talk to him.
Talk to him about what? He wants my milk cow.
Talk to him!
All right, after Sabbath, I'll talk to him.
Lotte Yenta was here.
I saw her.
If they agree on someone, there will be a match, and then it will be too late for us.
Don't worry, Title. I have found someone who will sell me his used sewing machine. So in a few... I have found someone who will sell me his used sewing machine. So in a few weeks I will have saved up enough to buy it, and then your father will be impressed with
But,
me.
Lotte, a few weeks may be too late.
But what else can we do?
You could ask my father for my hand tonight. Now.
Why should he consider me now? I'm only a poor tailor.
I'm only the daughter of a poor milkman. Just talk to him.
Michael, if your father says no, that's it. It's final. He'll yell at me.
Lotte.
I'm just a poor tailor.
Lotte. Even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness.
That's true.
Will you talk to him? Will you talk to him?
All right, I'll talk to him.
It's late. Where is everyone? Late.
Go take it.
Come in, children. We're lighting the candles.
Go take it. Go take it. Go take it.
Yes, Martha, what is it? Well, what is it?
Good Sabbath, Red Tevye.
Good Sabbath. Good Sabbath. Come, children, come. Get Fiddler. Please bring me a bottle of your best brandy and 2 glasses.
Your best brandy, Red Laser?
What's the occasion? You getting ready for a party?
There might be a party. Maybe even a wedding.
Wedding? Wonderful. And I will be happy to make the wedding merry, lead the dancing and so forth. For a little fee, naturally.
Naturally. A wedding is no wedding without you. And your fee.
Good evening, innkeeper.
Good evening.
You would like a drink?
Of course.
Sit down here. Vodka? Schnapps? Vodka?
Right, good evening.
Hello,
What are you doing here so early? He wants to buy my new milk cow. Good evening, Reb Laser.
Ken, sit down. Have a drink.
I won't insult you by saying no.
How goes it with you, Debian?
How should it go?
You're right.
And you?
The same.
I'm sorry to hear that.
So, how's your brother-in-law in America?
I believe he's doing very well.
He wrote you?
Not lately.
Then how do you know?
If he were doing badly, he would write. May I?
Have you? I suppose you know why I want to see you.
Yes, I do, Red Laser, and it's no use talking about it.
Why not?
Why, yes. Why should I get rid of her?
Well, you have a few more without her.
Oh, I see. Today you want 1, tomorrow you may want 2.
No. What would I do with 2?
The same as you do with 1.
Maybe this is very important to me.
Why is it so important to you?
Frankly, because I am lonesome.
Lonesome? What are you talking about?
You don't know?
We're talking about my new milk cow. The one you want to buy from me.
A milk cow. So I won't be lonesome.
What's so funny?
I was talking about your daughter Cycle.
My daughter, Cycle.
Of course, your daughter Cycle. I see her in my butcher shop every Thursday. She's made a good impression on me. I like her. And as for me, Kevin, as you know, I'm pretty well off. I have my own house, a good store, a servant. Look, Kevin, why do we have to try to impress each other? Let's shake hands and call it a match. And you won't need a dowry for her. And maybe you'll find something in your own purse, too.
Shame on you. Shame. What do you mean, my purse? My saddle is not the sort that I would sell for money.
Right. Just as you said, we won't talk about money. The main thing is, let's get it done with. And I will be good to her, tell you. I like her. What do you think?
What do I think? What do I think? I never liked him. Why should I? Oh, you can have a fine conversation with him as long as you talk about kidneys and livers. On the other hand, not everybody has to be a scholar. And with a butcher, surely my daughter will never know hunger. Of course, he has a problem. He's older than her. Oh, that's her problem. But she's younger. That's his problem. I always thought of him as a butcher. Maybe I misjudged him. He's a good man. He likes her. And he'll try to make her happy. What do I think? It's a match.
You agree?
I agree.
Oh, hell yeah! That's wonderful! Let's drink on it!
Why not? To you.
No, my friend, to you,
To the both of us.
to our agreement.
To our agreement. To our prosperity. To good health and happiness. And most important, to life, l'chaim, to
L'chaim to life. Is to the father I've tried to be, is whom I try to be. Drink l'chaim to life, l'chaim. L'chaim to life. Life has a way of confusing us, blessing and bruising us. Drink l'chaim to life. God would like us to be joyful, even when our hearts lie panting on the floor. How much more can we be joyful when there's really something to be grateful for? To life, l'chaim. To Sidon, my daughter, my wife. It gives you something to think about, something to drink about. Drink l'chaim. To life, Rebecca. Yes, little wolf. Drinks for everybody. What's the occasion? I'm painting myself a bride. Have you done this? Michael! To Lena Wolf. To Kenyon. To Michael, your daughter. My wife. May all your futures be pleasant ones, not like our present ones. Drink l'chaim to life, l'chaim. L'chaim to life. It takes a wedding to make us say, let's live another day. Drink l'chaim to life. We'll raise a glass and sip a drop of schnapps in honor of the great good luck that favored you. We know that when good fortune favors to such many sets of reason, we deserve it too. To us and our good fortune, be happy, be healthy, alive. And if our good fortune never comes, here's to whatever comes. Drink l'chaim to life.
Congratulations, Tevye. Thank you, Your Honor. Now listen to the chorus. I am alive.
You know, Tevye, after the marriage, we will be related. You will be my papa.
Your papa. I always wanted a son. Well, I always wanted one a little younger than myself.
Tevye, I have a piece of news I think I should tell you as a friend.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm giving you this news because I like you. You're a decent, honest person. Even though you are a Jewish dog.
How often does a man get a compliment like that? And your news?
We have received orders that sometime soon this district is to have a little unofficial demonstration.
Ground? Here?
No! Just a little unofficial demonstration.
How little?
Not too serious. Just some mischief. So that if an inspector comes through, he will see that we have done our duty. Personally, I don't know why there has to be this trouble between people. But I thought I should tell you, and you can tell the others.
Thank you, Your Honor. You're a decent man. If I may say so, it's too bad you're not a Jew.
That's what I like about you, Ted. You're always joking. And congratulations again for your daughter.
Thank you, Your Honor. Goodbye. Dear God, did you have to bring such news today of all days? I know we're the chosen people, but once in a while, couldn't you choose someone else? Anyway, thank you for sending a husband to my daughter's side. L'chaim!
little sisters have big tongues.
What do you know about him except that he is the rabbi's son? Would you be interested in him if he was the shoemaker's son or the tinsmith's son?
At least I know this. He does not have any strange ideas about turning the world upside down.
Certainly. Any new idea would be strange to you. Remember, the Lord said, let there be light.
Yes, he was not talking to you personally. Good day.
You have spirit. Even a little intelligence, perhaps.
Thank you.
What good is your brain? Without curiosity, it is a rusty tool. Good day, Mother.
We have an old custom here. A boy acts respectfully to a girl, but of course that is too traditional for an advanced thinker like you.
Our traditions, nothing was changed. Everything is perfect exactly the way it is.
We like our ways.
Our ways are changing all over but here. Here, men and women must keep apart. Men study, women in the kitchen. Boys and girls must not touch, should not even look at each other.
I am looking at you.
You are very brave. Do you know that in the city, boys and girls can be affectionate without permission of a matchmaker? They hold hands together. They even dance together. New dances, like this. I learned it in Kia. Do you like it?
It's very nice.
There. You've just changed an old custom.
Yes. Well, you're welcome. I mean, thank you. I mean, good day.
Good day.
Sprinter. What's your name?
Pardon, Papa.
Wait silent.
She's in the barn.
All right. So, reporting, how did the lesson go today?
I think we made a good beginning.
Ah! He's finally up!
Oh,
What happened last night besides your drinking like a peasant? Did you see Laser Wolf? What did he say? What did you say? Do you have news?
patience, woman. As the good book says, good news will stay, bad news will refuse to leave. Oh, and there's another famous saying that says,
You can die from such a man.
Sidewalk, my land clear. Sidewalk, you ought to be congratulated. You're going to be married.
Married?
What do you mean, Papa?
Laser Wolf has asked for your hand.
I knew it! My heart told me this was a lucky day. Oh, dear God, I thank thee. I thank thee.
Well, Tidal, what do you say?
What can she say? My firstborn, a bride, and grow old with him in fortune and honor. Not like Sarah, that first wife of his. She was a good woman. May she rest in peace. Not like my Tidal. Oh, and then I must thank the Yasna. My Tidal, a bride.
Muzzle top title. Muzzle top title.
And you call that a muzzle top? Perchick, aren't you going to congratulate her?
Congratulations, Cycle, for getting a rich man.
Again with the rich? What's wrong with being rich?
There's no reason to marry. Money is the world's curse.
And may the Lord smite me with it as I never recover. Sidle knows I mean only her welfare. Am I right, Sidle?
Yes, Papa.
You see?
I see. I see very well.
But Sidle, my child, why so silent? Aren't you happy with this blessing?
Oh, Papa, Papa.
What is it? Tell me.
Papa, I don't want to marry him. I can't marry him, Papa. I can't.
What do you mean you can't? If I say you will, you will.
Papa, if it's a matter of money, I'll do anything. I'll hire myself out as a servant. I'll dig ditches a whole row, so only don't make me marry him, Papa, please.
Now what's wrong with Laser? He likes you.
Papa, I will be unhappy with him.
seems it was not ordained that you should have all the comforts of life. That we should have some joy in our old age after all our hard work.
Rentevia, may I speak to you?
Later, Martel, later.
I would like to speak to you.
Not now, Martel. I have problems.
But that's what I would like to speak to you about. I think I can help.
Certainly, like a bandage can help a corpse. Goodbye, Martel. Goodbye.
At least listen to him, Papa.
Honor? Will you have a tongue talk?
Rentevia, I hear you are arranging a match for titles.
Oh, he also has ears.
I have a match for titles.
What kind of match?
A perfect fit.
A perfect fit.
Like a glove.
Like a glove.
This match is made exactly to measure.
Perfect fit. Make to measure. Stop talking like a tailor and tell me who it is.
Please don't shout at me.
All right. Who is it?
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 It's me. Myself.
Him. Himself. Either you're completely out of your mind or you're crazy. He must be crazy. Arranging a match for yourself? What are you, everything? The matchmaker, the groom, the guests, all rolled into one? Oh, I suppose you conduct the ceremony. You must be crazy.
Please don't shout at me, Rentevia. As for being my own matchmaker, I know it's a little unusual.
Unusual, it's crazy.
Times are changing, Rentevia. The thing is, your daughter Tycho and I gave each other our pledge more than a year ago that we would marry.
You gave each other your pledge?
Yes, Papa, we gave each other our pledge.
They gave each other a pledge. Unheard of. Absurd. You gave each other a pledge. Unthinkable. Where do you think you are? In Moscow? In Paris? Where do they think they are? America? And what do you think you're doing? You stitcher, you nothing. Who do you think you are? King Solomon? This isn't the way it's done. Not here, not now. Some things I will not, I cannot allow. Tradition, marriages must be arranged by the Papa. Should never be changed. One little time you pull out a prop, and where does it stop? Where does it stop? Where does it stop? Do I still have something to say about my daughter? Or doesn't anyone have to ask the father anymore?
Well, I wanted to ask you for some time, Rentevia, but first I wanted to save up on my own sewing machine.
Stop talking nonsense! You're just a poor tailor.
Well, that's true, Rentevia, but even a poor tailor is entitled to some happiness. I promise you, Rentevia, your daughter will not starve.
Why, he's beginning to talk like a man. But what kind of match would that be with a poor tailor? And on the other hand, he's an honest, hard worker. Now, on the other hand, he has absolutely nothing. On the other hand, things could never get worse for him. They could only get better. They gave each other a pledge, unheard of, absurd. They gave each other a pledge, unthinkable. But look at my daughter's face. She loves him. She wants him. And look at my daughter's eyes, so hopeful. Tradition. Well, children, when do we make the wedding? What I do about Golden? Help! No! It was a miracle! It was a miracle! Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. God took a Daniel once again, stood by his side, and miracle of miracles, walked him through the lion's den. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. I was afraid that God would frown, but like he did so long ago in Jericho, God just made a wall fall down. When Moses softened Pharaoh's heart, that was a miracle. When God made the waters of the Red Sea part, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is that out of a worthless lump of clay, God has made a man today. Wonder of wonders, miracle of miracles. God took a tailor by the hand, turned him around, and miracle of miracles led him to the promised land. When David slew Goliath, yes, that was a miracle. When God gave us manna in the wilderness, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is the one I thought could never be. God has given you to me.
My
pretty boy is he.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
A pious family.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
They named him after my dear Uncle Mordecai. The tailor muffle comes loyal.
A tailor? She must have heard wrong. She meant a butcher.
You must have heard wrong, Grandma. There's no tailor. You mean a butcher, Grandma, by the name of Laser Wolf.
I mean a tailor, Tanya, my great-grandchild. I am the title who you named for me. Little bride, but meant to be. For such a match I prayed.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
In heaven it was made.
Mazel tov, mazel tov.
A fine upstanding boy, a comfort and a joy. The tailor muffle comes oil.
But we announced it already. We made a bargain with the butcher.
But we announced it, Grandma, to our neighbors. Ow. We made a bargain, Grandma, with the butcher Laser Wolf.
You announced it, Tanya. That's your headache. But for me, the wolf, I say to you, Tanya, that's your headache too.
A blessing on your house, mazel tov, mazel tov. Imagine such a spouse, mazel tov, mazel tov. And such a son-in-law that no one ever saw. The tailor mazel comes oil.
It was the butcher.
The tailor mazel comes oil.
It was Laser Wolf. The tailor model comes.
Shout, shout. Look, who is this? Who is this? Look what's here. What? Who is this? My righteous anger shaken.
Could it be sure?
Yes, it could. Why not?
Who could be mistaken?
Butcher's wife come from beyond the grave. It's the butcher's dear darling departed wife. Ruma Sarah, 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 Ruma Sarah,
What is this about your daughter marrying my husband?
Yes, her husband,
Would you do this to your friend and neighbor, Ruma Sarah?
Ruma Sarah,
Have you no consideration for a woman's feeling?
for its feeling,
Handing over my belongings to a total stranger.
total stranger.
How can you allow it? How can you let your daughter take my place, live in my house, carry my keys, and wear my clothes? Girls, how?
How can you allow your daughter to take her place?
Girls, how?
He
Such a learned man as Tanya wouldn't let it happen. Tell me that it isn't true, and then I wouldn't worry. Say you didn't give your message to your daughter's marriage. Let me tell you what would follow such a fatal wedding. If Saito marries Laser Wolf, I pity them both. She'll live with him 3 weeks, and when 3 weeks are up, I'll come to her by night. I'll take her by the throat she marries Laser Wolf.
It's an evil spirit. May it fall into the river. May it sink into the earth. Such a dark and horrible dream. And to think it was brought on by that butcher. If my grandmother Titan, may she rest in peace, took the trouble to come all the way from the other world to tell us about the tailor, all we can say is that it is all for the best. And it couldn't possibly be any better. Amen.
Amen.
A blessing on my head, mazel tov.
Kava, could you watch the house for a few minutes? I'll be back soon.
Of course.
Thank you, Kava.
Just heard about your sister. One day.
Mazel tov, Chava.
Thank you very much.
Mazel tov, Chava. Mazel tov, Papa.
Mazel tov, Papa.
Why? We're congratulating her. Stop it. What's wrong with you? Just stop it. Ah, Beatrice, she's just goodbye. Sasha, I said goodbye. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. They mean no harm.
Don't they? Is there something you want?
Yes, I'd like to talk to you.
I'd rather not.
I've often noticed you at the booksellers. Not many girls in this village like to read. Would you like to borrow this book? It's very good.
No, thank you.
Why? Because I'm not Jewish? Do you feel about us the way they feel about you? I didn't think you would. And what do you know about me? Let me tell you about myself. I'm a pleasant fellow. Charming. Honest. Ambitious. Quite right. And very modest.
I don't think we should be talking this way.
I often do things I shouldn't. Take the book. Right, Heinrich Heine happens to be Jewish, I believe.
It doesn't matter.
No. You're quite right. Good. After you return it, I will ask you how you like it, and we will talk about it for a while. Then we'll talk about life and how we feel about things that don't turn out quite pleasant.
Oh, Yetka, can I do something for you?
No, thank you.
You forgot your book.
No, it's mine.
Thank you, Kava.
Good day, Papa.
Good day.
Dietka.
Good day, Yetka.
Is this the little girl I carry? Is this the little boy at play?
I don't remember growing older. When did they?
When did she get to be a beauty? When did he grow to be so tall?
Wasn't it yesterday when they were small?
Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly flow the One season rolling on.
in pain, and poverty, and hardship, and die. Not tears. Let me marry and content, like our good friend Laser Wolf, who has everything in the world except the bride. But Laser has no ill feelings. In fact, he has a gift for the newlyweds. He wants to announce himself. Come, ladies.
Like he said, I have no ill feelings. What's done is done. I am giving the newlyweds 5 chickens, one for each of the first 5 Sabbaths of their wedded life.
You're a decent man. In the name of my daughter and her new husband, I accept your gift. There's a very famous saying that says,
I'm not marrying your daughter. I don't have to listen to your saying.
well, you would listen for 1 second.
Why should I listen to you? A man who breaks an agreement.
Not now, Laser, in the middle of a wedding.
I have a right to talk.
What right? It's not your wedding.
It should have been.
Don't shame her at his daughter's wedding.
But he shamed me in front of the whole village. I say, let's sit down.
We all heard the wise words of the rabbi.
And now I'd like to sing a little.
You can keep your diseased chicken.
Take my chicken out of his feet, made a bargain.
Terms were settled.
We drank on it. I saw them. They drank on it.
Once a butcher, always a butcher.
My own grandmother came to us from the grave. What sign? What grandmother? My grandfather came to me from the grave and told me her grandmother was a big liar.
What's all this screaming about? They drank on it? An agreement? A sign? It's all nonsense. Michael wanted to marry Muckle and not Laser. A young girl decides for herself. Why not? Yes, they love each other. This is your play. Yes. Now, there you go. Let's dance. It's the wedding.
What's he doing?
Who will dance with me?
That's a sin. It's no sin to dance at a wedding.
What with the girl? That's what comes from bringing a wild man into your house.
Now the wild man, his ideas are just a little different.
It's a sin. It's no sin. Ask the rabbi. Ask him.
Well, Rabbi,
Dancing. It's not exactly forbidden.
you see, it's not forbidden.
And it's no sin. Now will someone dance with me?
Harold!
It's only a dance, Mama.
Right.
Have you stolen? Dancing with a man.
I can see she's dancing. And I'm going to dance with my wife.
a bad time, Tevye. I'm sorry. But the orders are for tonight for the whole village. Go on, play! Play! All right, then. I am genuinely sorry. You understand? Come!
Take him in the house.
What are we standing around for? Let's clean up. Clean up. Okay. That was quite a dowry you gave my daughter Seidel at her wedding. Was that necessary? Anyway, Seidel and Mother have been married for almost 2 months now. They work very hard. They're poor as squirrels in winter, but they're so happy they don't know how miserable they are. Mother keeps talking about a sewing machine. I know you're very busy. Wars and revolutions, floods, plagues, all those little things that bring people to you. If you take a second away from your catastrophes and get it for it, how much trouble would that be? Oh, and while you're in the neighborhood, my horse's left leg. Am I bothering you too much? I'm sorry. As the good book says. Why should I tell you what the good book said?
Please, don't be upset, Mother.
Why should I be upset? If you must leave, you must.
I do have to. They expect me in Kiev tomorrow morning.
So you told me. And goodbye.
Great changes are about to take place in this country. Tremendous changes, but they can't happen by themselves.
And naturally, you personally...
Not only me, many people. Jews, Gentiles, many people hate what is going on. Don't you understand?
I understand, of course. You want to leave, and you Goodbye, Perchik.
Otto, your father, the others here. They think what happened at Seifel's wedding was a little cloudburst and it's over and everything will now be peaceful again. It won't. Horrible things are happening all over the land. Pogroms, violence, whole villages are being emptied of their people. It's reaching everywhere and it will reach here. You understand?
Yes, I suppose I do.
You have work to do. The greatest work a man can do.
Then goodbye, Perchik.
Before I go, there is a certain question I wish to discuss with you.
Yes?
A political question.
What is it?
The question of marriage.
This is a political question?
In a theoretical sense, yes. The relationship between a man and a woman known as marriage is based on mutual beliefs, a common attitude and philosophy towards society.
And affection?
And affection. This relationship has positive social values. It reflects unity and solidarity.
And affection?
Yes. I personally am in favor of it. Do you understand?
I think you're asking me to marry you.
In a theoretical sense, yes. I understand.
I was hoping you would.
Not moving.
Then I take it you approve. And we can consider ourselves engaged, even though I'm going away. Very happy, huh? Very happy.
So am I, Perchik. What's the matter?
I used to tell myself that I had everything, but that was only half true. I had an aim in life, and that was everything, but now I even have you. I have something that I would die for, someone that I can live for too. Yes, now I have everything, not only everything, I have a little bit more. Besides having everything, I know what everything's for. I used to wonder, could there be a wife to share such a difficult, wandering kind of life?
Hours hold me out of sight, waiting right here.
Who knows tomorrow where our home will be?
I'll be with you and that's home enough for me.
Everything is right at hand, simple and clear. I have something that I would die for, someone that I can live for too. Yes, now I have everything, not only everything, I have a little bit more. Besides having everything, I know what everything's for.
And when will we be married, Perchik?
I will send for you as soon as I can. It will be a hard life, love.
It will be less hard if we live it together.
Yes. Besides having everything, I know what everything. Good evening. Good evening, Richard. I have some bad news. I must leave this place.
When?
Right away.
Perchik, I'm sorry, we'll all miss you.
But I have some good news. You can congratulate me.
Congratulations. What for?
We're engaged.
Engaged?
Yes, Papa, we're engaged.
No, you're not. be very happy, but my answer is no.
Please, Papa, you don't understand.
I understand. Kate Seidel and Model my permission, and now you feel you also have a right. Pershing, I'm sorry. I like you, but you're going away, so go in good health, but my answer is still no.
You don't understand, Papa.
You're not listening. I said no. I'm sorry, Otto. We'll find someone else for you here in Anatevka.
Anatevka.
What is it?
We are not asking for your permission. Only for your blessing. We are going to get married.
You're not asking for my permission.
Well, we would like your blessing, Papa.
I can't believe my own ears. My blessing? For what? For going over my head? Impossible. At least with Seidel and Model, they asked me, they begged me, but now if I like it or not, you marry him. So what do you want from me? Go on, be wed, and tear out my beard and uncover my head. Tradition. They're not even asking permission from the Papa. What's happening to the tradition? One little time I pulled out a thread, and where has it led? Where has it led? Where has it led? To this? Man tells me he's getting married. He doesn't ask. He tells me. But Percy abandons her.
He's not abandoning me.
As soon as I can, I will send for her and marry her. I love her.
I love her. Love. Well, it's the new style. On the other hand, our old ways were new once, weren't they? On the other hand, they decided without parents, without a matchmaker. On the other hand, did Adam and Eve have a matchmaker? Yes, they did. Seems these two have the same matchmaker. They're going over my head, unheard of, absurd. For this they want to be blessed, unthinkable. I'll lock her up in her room. I couldn't. I should. But look at my daughter's eyes. She loves him. Tradition. Well, children. You have my blessing. And my permission.
Oh, thank you, Papa. You don't know how happy this makes me.
Thank you, Papa.
Thank you, Papa. What will I tell your mother? Another dream?
Perhaps if we tell her something, that I'm going to visit a rich uncle, or something like that.
Please, Virgin, I can handle my own wife. Yoda! Yoda! Hello, Golden. I've just been talking with Hodel and Pershing.
Well,
They seem very fond of each other. Well, I've decided to give them my permission to become engaged.
what? Just like this without even asking me?
Who asks you? I'm the father.
Who is he? A pauper. He has nothing, absolutely nothing.
I wouldn't say that. I hear he has a rich uncle. He's a good man, Golden. I like him. He's a little crazy, but I like him. What's more important, Huddle likes him. Huddle loves him, so what can we do? It's a new world. A new world. Love you. Golden. Do you love me?
Do I what?
Do you love me?
Do I love you? With our daughters getting married and this trouble in the town, you're upset, you're worn out, go inside, go lie down, maybe it's indigestion.
Golda, I'm asking you a question. Do you love me?
You're a fool.
I know. But do you love me?
Do I love you?
Well,
For 25 years I've washed your clothes, cooked your meals, cleaned your house, given you children, milked the cow. After 25 years, why talk about love right now?
Golda, the first time I met you was on our wedding day. I was scared.
I was shy,
I was nervous.
so was I.
But my father and my mother said we'd learn to love each other. Now I'm asking Golda, do you love me?
I'm your wife.
I know. But do you love me?
Do I love him?
Well,
For 25 years I've lived with him, fought with him, starved with him. 25 years my bed is his. If that's not love, what is?
then you love me.
I suppose I
And I suppose I love you too. It doesn't change a thing. But even so, after 25 years, it's nice to know.
Simon, darling! Guess who I just saw? You'll never guess. It was your sister Papa with that Fiat.
So Papa with the iPad?
Would I make it up? And it's not the first time I've seen them. Oh, and Simon, I happened to be in the post office this morning, and the postman told me there was a letter there for your sister-in-law.
Oh, wonderful. I'll go get it.
I got it. It's from her intended virgin.
Papa will be so happy. She's been waiting. But it's open.
It happens to be open. Simon! Tell Huddle I'm sorry for the trouble.
Trouble? What trouble?
Read it. You'll see. Trouble. Trouble. Everywhere you look. Some world. What can you do? It's all topsy-turvy. No? Yes! The world is a shambles. A mishmash. It's a mess. We all have our troubles, right? Right? And mine is my living. It changed overnight. Why? I'll tell you why. Young people, all of a sudden, everybody knows better than me. Who needs Yenta? Why, come to me. When more and more, they don't want marriage. all insist on wedded bliss. A simple match is not for them. They'll only marry for love.
They want to be happy.
They want to be happy. What kind of match is this? Hi! It's all topsy-turvy. Right? Right. The world is a riddle. The model and a right. The matchmaking business finished. Some, but still, count your blessing. I count it. None. Your young people are all crazy, like Huddle and Perchick. Is this a normal couple? One afternoon, he packs his bag and then proposes. When she accepts, he says goodbye and leaves her flat. He goes away to do his work and gets arrested instead. Arrested? Oi! Now Huddle's here and Perchick's there. What kind of match is that? Hi! Everything is changing. No? Yes! Men and women dancing. Right? Right! Children making matches. I don't stand a chance. Either I should kill myself or learn to dance. It's all topsy-turvy. True? True. The world's going crazy. So all that we can do is live like we're living. Work, let it rain, and hope that tomorrow isn't any worse. God forbid than today.
You don't have to wait for the train, Papa. You'll be late for your customers.
Just a few more minutes. Is he in bad trouble, that hero of yours? Arrested? And convicted?
Yes, but he did nothing wrong. He cares nothing for himself. Everything he does is for humanity.
If he did nothing wrong, he wouldn't be in trouble.
Papa, how could you say that? A learned man like you. What wrong should Joseph do with Abraham and Moses? And they had troubles.
Why won't you tell me where he is now, this Joseph of yours?
It's far, Papa, terribly far. He is in a settlement in Siberia.
Siberia? And he asks you to leave your father and your mother and join him in that frozen wasteland and marry him there?
No, Papa, he did not ask me to go. I want to go. I don't want him to be alone. I want to help him in his work. It is the greatest work a man can do, Papa.
But how will Benjamin?
Papa, how can I help to make you understand why I do what I do? Why I must travel to a distant land, far from the home I love. Once I was happily content to be as I was, where
wedding there in the wilderness.
Promise you, Papa, we'll be married under a canopy.
No doubt a rabbi or two was also arrested. I'll give him my regards, this Moses of yours. I always thought he was a good man. Tell him I rely on his honor to keep my daughter well. Tell him that.
God alone knows when we will see each other again.
You must leave that in his hands. Take good care of her. See that she dresses warm.
Rabbi, did you hear the news? A new arrival at Buckle Cycles.
You must tell them.
I will, but I'm afraid.
Papa, let me talk to your father.
No, that would be the worst thing, I'm sure.
Let me try.
No, I'll talk to him. I promise.
talking about?
Nothing. We were just talking. Papa. Yetka and I have known each other for a long
Papa,
time.
I would be happier if you remained friends from a distance. You must not forget who you are and who that man is.
He has a name, Papa.
Of course, all creatures on earth have a name.
Yetka is not a creature, Papa. Yetka is a man.
Who said that he isn't? It's just that he's a different kind of man. As the good book says, each shall seek his own kind, which translated means a bird may love a fish, but where would they build a home together?
The world is changing, Papa.
No. Some things do not change for us. Some things never change.
We don't feel that way.
We...
Yetka and I. We want to be married.
Are you out of your mind? Don't you know what that means? Marrying outside your faith?
Papa.
No, Anna! No. Never speak of this again. You never mention his name again. You never see him again! Never! Do you understand me?
Yes, Papa, I understand you.
You're finally here. Let's go home. It's time for supper.
I want to see Muscle's new machine.
You'll see it some other time. It's late.
Quiet, woman, before I get angry. And when I get angry, even flies don't dare to fly.
I'm very frightened of you. After we finish supper, I'll faint.
I'm the man in this family. The head of the house. I want to see Muscle's new machine now. Now let's go home. Miserable horse of mine complain about his leg. Dear God, if I can walk on 2 legs, why can't he walk on 3? I know. He's one of your creatures. He has the same rights as I have. The right to be sick, the right to be hungry, the right to work like a horse. But dear God, I'm sick and tired of pulling this cart. I know.
Tevye! Tevye!
What? What is it?
It's Mama. She left home this morning with Bianca.
What?
I looked all over for her. I even went to the priest. He told me they were married.
Married? Go home, Gordon. We have other children at home. Go home. Go, you have work to do. I have work to do.
But Mama!
Mama's dead to us. We'll forget her. Go home. Little bird, little hollow, I don't understand what's happening today. Everything is all a blur. All I can see is the happy child, the sweet little girl you were. Hollow, hollow. Little bird, little hollow, you were always such a pretty little thing, everybody's favorite child. gentle and kind and affectionate. What a sweet little bird you were, Cobble. Cobble. Accept them? How can I accept them? Can I deny everything I believe in? On the other hand, can I deny my own child? On the other hand, how can I turn my back on my faith? My people? If I try to bet that far, I'll fringe. On the other hand, there is no other hand. No, Hama. No. Tell me so. Welcome, Your Honor. What's the good news in the world? I see you have company. My friends. Well, what I have to say is for their ears also. Debbie, how much time do you need to sell your house and all your household goods? Why should I sell my house? Is it anybody's way? I came here to tell you that you're going to have to leave unattended. How did I come to deserve such an honor? Not just you, of course, but all of you. At first I thought you might be spared, Tevye, because of your daughter. Her father's dead. I understand. And at any rate, it affects all of you. You have to leave.
Why?
No, this little corner of the world has always been our home. Why should we leave? I don't know why. Trouble fool in the world, troublemaker.
Like us?
You aren't the only one. Your people must leave all the villages. The lone rebel left to the whole district must be empty.
No district.
I have an order here that says you must sell your homes and be out of here in 3 days. 3 days? That's a generation here. You give us 3 days. No. You who've known us all your life. You carry out such an order? I have nothing to do with it, don't you understand? We understand. What if we refuse to go? You'll be forced out. We will defend ourselves. We'll fight against our army. I wouldn't advise it. I have some advice for you. Get off my land. This is still my home. My land. Get off my land. You have 3 days.
After a lifetime, a piece of paper and get me out.
We should get together with the people of Zalone. Maybe they have a plan.
We should defend ourselves. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth!
Yes! Oh, that's very good, Yaakov. And then the whole world will be blind and toothless.
Rabbi, we've been waiting for the Messiah all our lives. Wouldn't this be a good time for him to come?
We'll have to wait for him someplace else. Meanwhile, let's start packing.
That's right.
See you before I go.
Will I be able to sell the shop? All my merchandise?
Where can I go? With a wife, a parents, 2 children.
Well, Anatevka hasn't exactly been the Garden of Eden.
That's true.
After all, what do we got here? A little bit of this, a little bit of that. A pot.
A pan. A broom. A hat.
Someone should have set a match to this place long ago.
A bench. A tree.
Oh, what's a stove?
Or a house. People who pass through on a Tevka don't even know they've been here.
A stick of wood? A piece of cloth?
What do we need? Nothing much. Only Anatevka. 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 Underfed, overworked. Anatevka. Where else would Sabbath be so sweet? Anatevka.
Uncle Abram, but he doesn't know it yet.
You will be staying in Warsaw until we have enough money to join you.
Otto, be careful with these. My mother and father, may they rest in peace, gave them to us on our wedding day.
Come, children, help me pack the rest of the clothes.
Golda, darling, I had to see you before I left because I have such news for you. Remember I told you yesterday I didn't know where to go, what to do with these old bones? Well, now I know. You want to hear? I'll tell you. All my life, I have dreamed of going to only one place, and now I crawl, I'll get there. Guess where? Every year at Passover, what do we say? Next year in Jerusalem. Next year in the Holy Land.
You're going to the Holy Land.
You guessed. And you want to know why? In my sleep, my husband, my Aaron came to me and he said, Yenta, go to the Holy Land. Now, usually, of course, I wouldn't listen to him because as soon as he was, too much crazy was the husband. In my sleep. It's a sign, right? So somehow or other, I will walk or crawl. I will get to the Holy Land. And there I will spend my last weary days until I go to my final rest. To lie side by side with our beloved ancestors, Sarah, Rebecca, and Rachel. If there's room. So, goodbye, Golda.
Goodbye, Yenta. Be well and go in peace.
Maybe someday we will meet again on happier occasions. Meanwhile, we suffer. We suffer. We suffer in silence. Right? Of course, right.
We have to hurry, Golda. Come, Golda, we have to leave soon.
Leave. It sounds so easy.
We'll all be together soon. Teitel, Mottel, and the baby. They'll come too, you'll see. That Mottel, the person.
Huddle and Perchik, when will we ever see them?
They come visiting us every Sabbath from Siberia, and you know what she writes. He sits in prison, she works. Soon he'll be set free. And then together they'll turn the world upside down. She couldn't be happier. The other children will be with us.
Not all.
All. Come, Golda, we have to finish.
I still have to sweep the floor.
Sweep the floor?
I don't want to leave a dirty house.
Well, Tevius, I'm on my way.
Where are you going?
Chicago. In America. My wife, Ruma Sarah, may she rest in peace, has a brother there.
That's nice.
I hate him, but a relative is a relative. Goodbye, Ted.
Cypher, they finished in the house.
Almost, Papa.
Papa will see you.
I want him to. I want to say goodbye to him. He will not listen, but at least he will hear. Maybe it would be better if I went inside and told Mama.
Papa!
Came to say goodbye. We are also leaving this place. We are going to Krakow.
We cannot stay among people who could do such things to others.
We wanted you to know that.
Simon, don't forget the baby. You have to get trained in a boat. Yelp your spirits a cup. Put those bundles on the way.
Goodbye, Mama. Goodbye, Mama.
Work hard, Mom. Come to us soon.
I will, Rex. I work hard.
Come, children. No, go or we can leave these pots.
No, we can't.
All right, we'll take them.
We're going Mediterranean as well. We're going Mediterranean as well.
Lads, behave yourself. We're not in America yet.
Come, children.